Hi, Carol here, and welcome to my craft room. This is an exciting month because not only May is my birthday, but May is my design team member project for my Bestie stamps with Sherry Baldy. And I decided to do this double flip card. And I have done this card since I started making cards for my mom. I would do it all the time because I always would kid her to say, Mom, you will get 2 cards in one here, because not only do you have the shaker front right here that you can see all of the stars and the little bling sequins going down, but if you turn it over, the card that holds it like this, okay, the side that holds it like this is also another Sherry Baldy stamp that I colored in with my Copic markers, and this was just a joy to do. I wanted it to focus on the image alone. I didn't want to put too many embellishments around the main image here, but on the shaker card, when you turn it like this, it's really cute because it's in gold with the gold stays on. And I used the Pico Irresistible Embellisher. It works like glossy accents. It's very liquid, but it dries just like glossy accents, and it's right there on the heart. And this image is right here, and it's called Mabel Rose, and the number is MYB 0012 if you're interested in ordering. This is a must-have. This is absolutely beautiful, just beautiful. So I used this one, and then I will leave a link to this image right here to show you. Is she not just simply stunning? And like I said, I used the Copic markers, and then I always use my enamel accents. I just stick a pin in here so that it's always flowing. I take the lids off, which are right over there, but I keep these pins in here, and I use the white on her eyes, on her dress to embellish, and I used the black on her eyes as well, and I did the black on the acetate behind the shaker panel with the enamel accents, and with the Pico embellisher I used it on the heart balloon. So I think that's totally awesome. And then I used some dollar store ribbon, and this is gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon. I get it at my local dollar store in every color. It's so fine, it's like a feather. And then I just tuck it, and then I cut it off in points. And I used flowers here. This is I Am Rose's flowers. This is an enamel flower. I used hearts here, the little heart bling. And this is a Martha Stewart butterfly. And if you haven't seen these are a must-have in your stash. They have the glitter. They're on the this is not acid. This is it'll come to me here. Isn't that funny how it leaves you? But anyway, I think everybody knows, but it comes doubled so that you can flick it up like this, and it looks real. It has all the gold sparkles, and it has the little metal antennae in there. Isn't that sweet? I want to show you that because it is so cute. Here they are here. And they're these stickers here. You get 8 pieces at Michael's. They're only 99 cents, and they're all double layered on the oh, what's this paper? Can you believe it? All of a sudden it'll come out. So this is Heartfelt Creations papers line. I Am Roses. I used butterfly I had from Michael's in the metal brad. I used some wedding bling from Michael's in the right here. I think it's really cute. And I colored this with my Copics, and I used my Wink Estella. This is out of a Graphic 45 package. This is from Heartfelt Creations. And I'm going to show you how I did the shaker card for this. And I think it turned out beautiful. And then if you flip it open on this side, and this card piece right here, this panel, I used the piece that had, this is not paper, this is cardboard, and I will show you what I used to make this nice and hard so that you can stand it up. And should have had that ready. I apologize. Oh, I don't even have it here, but it comes in it's a metal, it comes in a package of embellishments, that's what it is, and it's cardboard, a really thick cardboard, and I used that as the backdrop, and then I put a piece of paper on the outside, so it is really heavy. You can see how thick that is. This is a heavy card, and it acts as a backstop to, you know, set up like this, which I think is awesome. And you have a shaker card on this side. You turn it around, you have your main image on this side. This is Heartfelt Creation die. This is from Graphic 45, where it says Inspire. The roses are Tim Holtz. And then you open it up and you can write your message in here. This is Heartfelt Creations. This is from another piece I bought at Stamp and Such. And I just went around it with Tim Holtz Distress Inks. I put a doily on the bottom, some gold twine down here to tie in the gold. That is on this side with the gold image. So I think these images just speak for themselves. And in the background I used the polka dot, this same polka dot paper that's on here, I used behind here, but you can see the dots if you come in really close. Here, I'll show you. You can see the dots behind there, and I used some of this handmade paper. I can't even think of what the name of this is, but it has all of this texture running through it. Can you see that? I have it right up in your face there. Let me back this away, sorry. Let's move it back. But it's like a tissue paper, and it's a homemade paper that I have here. It's close enough by that I will get it for you. And it is paper palette. It's collage pad of handmade paper collection, and they're just beautiful. And this is in the summer tones. So I used that, and I put it over top so that you could see the image in the background, the gold, then to have the bright green polka dots, boom, you know, coming out at you. So I used this handmade tissue and I glued it behind there. And I think it totally, I love this card for many reasons. It's because my mom, every card I made her at Mother's Day was this technique. And it is a 9 by 6 inch scored at 3 inches. So you have this 3-inch score mark here with it scored across at the 3-inch, and it comes over to hold whatever size you want to be a backstop here. And I think it just is pretty. It speaks for itself in there. And then when you get tired of having that on your mantle, you can turn it around, and it just has this delicate second card that pops up, and it just speaks for itself. It's absolutely gorgeous. And check your dollar store, because this organza ribbon. That's what it is, or 2-inch organza ribbon. You get 2 for $1 at our dollar store, and it's so delicate and feminine. I love using organza ribbon. I think that's what it is. I hope it is. And then on my I Am Roses, I outlined it with my Copic markers, and I took a little pencil, and for the stem I just ran it around to get the little round wired look. And these flowers are from Michael's. They're white and green and blue. And then I used the Wink Estella and my Copic markers to bring out the colors in here. And it's turquoise, green, and burgundy. I think that's an awesome. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to set this aside, and I will show you the way I made it. So first of all, I took Gina K 120-pound luxury cardstock, and I cut it at 9 inches by 6 inches, and I scored it at 3 inches, okay? And then I took a die pack that I use quite frequently. It gives you the dotted, it not only embosses in here for you, it also gives you the nice stitched look, and that is somewhere. Let me see. I thought I was prepared. There we go. That is the Celebrations by Spellbinders. It's the pierced squares. And what you do, I took the large one because the large one has the die cut. The next size in has your stitches, okay? So if you don't want it to cut and you just want this stitched look on your card, only use this one, okay? So I took this and placed it like so on my magnetic platform, and I cut it out, and I ended up having this sheet to use later. Set that aside. And then you want to take a piece of acetate that is just short, it's just shy of 6 by 6, because that's going to be used for your, and see how thick that is? It's such a nice consistency. You're going to use that. And then I go to the stationery store, or you can get it at Walmart, or you can get it at the dollar store. And I get these sticky back foam sheets, and I use them to pop up my images, because you don't want to be using, you know, this big roll all the time, because in no time it's going to be gone, the Scotch roll. And so these have worked well for me over the years, and I always keep a pack of colored sticky on the back, and they're right beside me, so I can just grab them. And I took 2 beige, cut it 6 by 6, and then you want to take the large die, this one here, and trace the outside. That way you will know when you go to cover this, it's going to be exact. So let's cut this out. So what I do is I just fold it a bit like this, cut it like that, and cut an X in there so we can go around. And I traced it. I don't like to put it through my die cutting machine. Not that my Vagabond wouldn't cut it. It's because of the sticky back. I don't want it to shimmy on me, and then I end up with a crooked square. Okay, and there you have that. And keep this, because you can use it for just, I use these as embellishments, just to bring up the back of my cards. So you have this, turn it around, this is going to go on the back like so. Make sure that this will fold down without seeing it there, so I'm going to need to cut a little bit off the top. That's okay. Make sure it's the top. Let's go with this much here. And it's so much easier, really, to have that like so. Then this will come down, and you have your shaker panel. You're going to do the I like to bring it up twice, okay? So now that you've got the measurement down, you're just going to take your next sheet and see how it has the backing on the back, and you're going to cut it here. Take a pencil, and you're going to cut the bottom off, and you're going to do the same thing here with your pencil, and it makes it so easy. Fold it, snip it like that, and save this and cut around here. There we go. And then you stamp your Stays On Gold on your acetate, right? Because you need Stays On, or you can't use any other ink on it, or it's going to be a mess. Okay. And I try to keep this nice and, so I can use it to give me a 3D look on my other cards. So you have 2 of them. And that is going to give you this backing here. It's going to give you enough foam layer for the back of your card. And let's get these out of the way. This is a really nice set. I've got all of these ones here. These little packages, they're so nice to keep. They're in ovals and triangles and tags and you name it. Stores really nicely. I like these. Okay, and when you use the magnetic platform in your Vagabond, you don't need to use the shim. Patty, if you're watching this, you don't need your shim. That's the only way. The only time when you're using dies, you don't need to use a shim is when you have your magnetic platform. Anybody else that's watching, you will really, your machine doesn't need it, your Vagabond. And I have the Big Shot Plus, and I have the Big Shot smaller one. And with the magnetic platform, just use your, I'm just throwing that in for free. Okay, so you want to take your acetate, and I want to use some really good fuse tape. I'll use the Stampin' Up! Fast Fuse on here. I hope you can see this well. And I think the Fast Fuse, let's see if it goes like this. I think it goes like this. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so just hold it down, and it is a sticky, major sticky tape. And then you want to do like a check mark to, like this, when you're releasing it. Otherwise, it will be stuck everywhere. And this is for my acetate piece. And that's all I think I need for that. And clean it off well. Now you're going to stamp first, right? You're going to stamp your image. I'm not going to do it for time. I think what I'll do, well, I will. I don't want to use the same image. I'll grab another Sherry Baldy image for you. This is as cute as the button as well. This one is Penelope, Positively Penelope, and it has a nice verse on it. Sorry if you didn't get that in there. That's cute, isn't it? And let's see, that will fit nicely. And we'll stamp that in here. Like so. I'd get out my Misty, but for time's sake, I think I'm just going to have to. They're such good photopolymer stamps. These my Bestie stamps. You will love them. Okay, so you're going to want to take your STAZON like this, and I juiced it up enough last time that I think it'll be fine. I use this gold like crazy. Grab yourself a sorry, I have to grab a here and put that down. Grab your STAZON gold. Hear the stickiness of it. Whoop. And I'm going to lid that because I don't want it everywhere. Put it on your acetate. And what I'm going to do is place my acetate down so I can see, make it nice and clean. Okay. Oh, I already got a little piece of tape on there. Okay, so you're going to want to place this down like this. I have to cut a little piece off the top because the fast fuse grabbed it. There you go. And then you'll stamp your image here. I want this to go right like that. And I should have had a pad. I love to use this. Let me take this. I'll get a good impression like this, just using my foam. Place it back down and rock it like so. Awesome. Perfect. You couldn't get it any nicer. Image. I keep this on hand. This is my stamp pad, 16 by 14. It's huge. Okay. Keep it right by my side there. So then when you look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Let me put something up behind there for you. I have my window open. I apologize. There we are. Isn't that sweet? So then you're going to have your whatever paper you want behind it. You're going to put your embellies in there, your sequins, and sprinkle them in there. Then you're going to place this down like this. And I want to put a paper in between here. So I'm going to have a sheet of paper in between the second layer. So this is going to go down like so. Then the sheet of paper I want as the background. I haven't picked one out for this set yet, but I will put it on top of here and cut it out the same size. And then I'm going to peel this off. I'm going to turn it around like this and put it over top like this, so you have your paper in between and your sequins like that. Then you're going to put another piece of acetate over top of here and a sheet of paper, and then you have this like so. Okay, and it's so pretty. And you really you don't have to have acetate. You can just have your sheet of pretty paper like I did. Whatever look you're going for on here is awesome. So just get a sheet of paper. Let me show you here. How much time do I have? Just put your paper, so you have this down, your fun foam, peel off the back and have it sitting there. Put your sequins all inside here, or whatever you're going to embellish her with, like the eyes. I would put my enamel accents on so they're nice and black and they stand out. And then you can color with your alcohol markers. You can color it in on the acetate. You know, whatever you want to do. Then place your paper over top. Then peel this back and put it on here like that. And then decorate it with whatever paper you want on the back. And I did it with the green, and then I wanted to write your sentiment on the inside, and I think it's absolutely stunning. And you've got all your shaker things. And another thing I want to remind you here is glue down some, let me just get them down here. See how I glued some embellishments, some sequins on here, the star, the heart, the bigger embellishments. I glued them right to the acetate, so all of them don't fall. You know, you still have that pretty shaker card look on there. And then they will fall in between, and it helps to hold it on there. So that is another suggestion. And I hope you'll give this a try using the Fun Foam. It's very inexpensive, and it gives you a nice clean look on the sides of your card. And these stamps are so precious that you want to keep everything really, really nice. Okay, so then I will decorate the front, and I'll post a picture of this beautiful My Besties image. And I wanted to mainly just show you how you can get 2 cards for the price of 1. Oh. So thank you so much, everybody over on My Bestie Stamps, for taking me on as a design team member. I am privileged, and I just love Sherry Baldy stamps. So here you go. You have a shaker card on the front, and you have the acetate. You have all of the sequins, the pretty I Am Roses roses, Tim Holtz roses. These are from Michaels, like I said. The bling is cardboard from Graphic 45. These embellishments are from Heartfelt Creations. And I had these in my stash, the heart embellishments forever. And I just painted over the flower right there. This is dollar store beautiful organza ribbon that I just weaved like a wave and then set my bling. Then you turn it around and you have the My Besties beautiful Copic colored stamp here. She's gorgeous, and I'll leave a link to her. And this is, you know, it just is pretty, and this is exactly what you use to stand it up, this image. Whoop, there we are. Isn't that sweet? I think it's so cute. And then you open it up and your sentiment is in there, and this is 3 by 6, and I used a piece of cardboard, like real thick heavy-duty cardboard, to hold this in there. So thank you so much for viewing my videos. Thank you everybody on My Bestie Stamp. I hope you will give this a try. I just cut this piece in half and sandwiched it in between the cardboard and this die. And I think it turned out nice with the roses up here. I put some pearls in there, and it just is a sweet, sweet card to get. And not only that, look at that. You put this out on your mantle or wherever you're going to place it. And then when you get, you know, you've looked at that, you just turn it around and you have the shaker card with a whole different look and a whole different stamp. It's just, it's a beautiful, beautiful card, and I hope you'll give it a try. I think you will enjoy it. Thank you so much, everybody.